practically done. This is on there good, this one. Sometimes you can kind of snap it, but on this one, it usually doesn't work out. Let's try to get this. I'll do this down here. Yeah. Try to get underneath this thing. There we go. Okay. Now we got the cap off. Now, get the blade in. There we go. There it is. Yeah. Now, let's put this camera up a little bit. Not that. Okay, so that's off. There we go. Pretty good. Right there, out of the way. Now we gotta get this piece of cap. There we go. There's the filter cap. Which the filter cap goes right on there. Like that there. Now, hopefully it's not too tight. I can't take it back off again. So I got to put a filter inside there. Anyway, there's a little pad that has to go inside there after. So hopefully we can get that back up. Could be up there. Maybe when it's on the actual jar. Let's see if it fits. Okay, check this out. Oh yeah. Got a little fancy lid. Mrs. Vinster gave me this fancy lid for it. Check it out. So there we are there. Now, airbrush goes on the top like that. Let's see if it sits in my hand without flipping over. There we go. Sits in the hand. Now, I was also thinking at the same time here, let's pull that out. Let's undo this. Put that there. Pull this out. Now, they also give you this cap here to put on top. Not too sure why. Cap off, maybe for smell. I'm not too sure. But also, I was thinking, okay, let's put this back in here, which is really cool. Check it out. So like I said, there's a filter goes inside there. Now, let's put it on a bigger jar. Now, I don't know why you need a bigger jar, because I think if this jar and this jar, I would keep to the smaller one, just for the reason of, I think if this one's sitting up higher, it might be easier to knock over. So if you have your airbrush in it and it's sitting on the table, it's more than likely able to get knocked over. I don't know if that, yeah, there you go. That depends upon too is how sloped your bowl is. So that would work pretty good. So you could actually put it in there like that. That's pretty good. So like I said though, it does matter, I think. I know I'm doing this a couple times, but I'm thinking this would work a lot better. And again, put that inside there like that. That'd be perfect. Different airbrushes are going to fit differently too. So this is after you, or as you're cleaning it out, to put it in there, blow that like that. And when you got the filter, like it almost looks like a cotton ball when it's in there. So it can let air out through there. That way you can clean your airbrush And you can also store your airbrush while you're doing the job. To me, that's a little bit of an angle, so I don't know. That's just maybe this kind of airbrush. Let's try a different airbrush. All right, I have this different airbrush here. Don't know if it's the right bowl, but I put this bowl on it for now. This one sits a bit differently too. Actually, that one sits better that way for some reason, but it's upside down. But it would sit better that way. That is a different one, so it'll fit, but not as well as the other one. Now we have this one. Ah, there you go. There. That looks like the perfect airbrush for this one. And this one actually goes on my cordless, but they call it a cordless airbrush. Now, I'm going to place that down there. And I'll show you. This is the one that I bought. I really do like this one because I do have a really big airbrush that I use. And it fits in it a lot better. So these small ones will be good for the small ones. And that one there really, really works well. I mean, I've always had good luck with it. And it's got the vent in it too, just like the other ones. Like this one here. And there's, like I said, there it is there. And if you were asking me, should you buy one for the $17 or make one? It's totally up to you. I'm not disappointed in making this one. I like the one that I bought because it's heavy duty for the other brush that I have. But like I said, to say that I like it better, I don't know. I don't know. I like the idea of it being able to come apart like this. If you break it, and be able to go on a bigger jar. I like that idea. It sits nice and snug. Really like that. But see, that one's got a little thing on the bottom, so I don't really like that one as much when it comes to putting it in the holder. Pull that one out of there. This one really fits well. And if I put it, the video camera down, or the camera down a little farther, you can see how it sits on the table. Yeah, it sits really well. I like it. So there you go. So it's totally up to you on which way you'd want to go. Now, this file I got off of Thingiverse, and it's free. And you can give a gratuity, which is always nice because people take time to make these, and to have it for yourself is great. And try it out. And like I said, there's other ones. There's different ones for different jars. So you can get them for different jars. But no, it turned out well. Oh, another thing. I know this video is taking a little longer than it should, but this airbrush holder cleaner only takes, I think it's just under 2 hours to make. So under 2 hours is good for me. And like I said, if you break it, you make another one. And once it gets full of, I guess, water or whatever you clean with, I like the idea of using this because I use Windex a lot of times too. And I don't think that you want to be breathing in the ammonia. I used Windex for cleaning. I use Windex for thinning my paint. So it's totally up to you. But I think it's great. I think it's a success.
Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.